Hello, all my faithful friends in TV land. This is Senior Issues, etc. And I'm your host, Vita Verdon. And thank you for tuning into our show. This is our Thanksgiving special. And what better way to celebrate our Thanksgiving special but with this lovely couple from Venezuela who are with the Salvation Army. And we're so happy to have them with. I have a married couple with us today. They have a dual pastorship in the Waukegan area. It's Captain Daniel and Captain Nivia Paredes. We're so happy to have you here on the show today. And for our friends in TV land, they've been faithful. You know, we've been doing this show. We're in our 18th year. That I'd like you, Captain Daniel, to tell them a little bit about yourself. I know that you were born and raised in Venezuela. So let's look into that camera right there and tell them a little bit about Captain Daniel.
Hi, good morning. I have been born in Venezuela, and I came to the U.S. 20 years ago. My whole family lived there, and I am fluent in Spanish, and as you can hear me in English, I have been working with the Salvation Army for 10 years. All my 20 years, I have been with the Salvation Army for 10 years.
And how about you, Captain Nivia?
I'm Captain Nivia from the Salvation Army in Waukegan Corps. We started the Salvation Army in 2000. I'm born in Venezuela, South America. And my family live over there. And we have 3 kids. Daniel Jr., he's 28. He's married 4 years ago with Kate. And we have 2 grandkids and 2 grandchildren. And we have Nivia, she's 23. She was married in June. And we have a David. Nivia played piano at the Salvation Army in Indiana. She lives in Indiana, and she's really active over there. And David Jr., he's with us at the Salvation Army in Waukegan here. And he played drums, he helped us in all things we need over there.
Now, I know that you have been with the Salvation Army and they move you around quite a bit, and so you have to keep up on things. But now where you're located in the Waukegan area.
Yes.
Captain Daniel, why don't you tell a little bit where you're located in the Waukegan area?
We are in 850 South Green Bay Road. It's between Belvedere and 10th. So there is no way to miss us. There is a sign out, and also there is a banner that said, we are a church, the Salvation Army. Logo is a red logo, so you can recognize in 850 South Green Bay Road in Waukegan.
So that would be just south of Belvedere Road.
Yes.
And right on
a couple
Green Bay
blocks.
Road.
Yes.
Now, when is your regular service? Now, it's both English and Spanish. So when you have a church service, you give it both in English and then you have an interpreter that
Exactly.
speaks in Spanish?
Exactly.
So
yes.
it's a dual church.
It's a bilingual in Spanish and English.
But it's welcome to all people.
Everybody from babies to seniors.
Now, when is your Sunday service?
It's every Sunday at 9:45 we start with prayer meeting.
Okay.
At 10:15 we start the worship meeting.
Okay.
And then later at 11:40, 11:35 is Sunday school for all ages.
Okay, so in other words, you have a Sunday school. It isn't just one Sunday school. You have it for young people.
For all the ages, it's breaked by age.
It's graded by ages.
Yes.
So, and then you have a one for Spanish.
Yeah, there is a class for adult people.
For
In
Spanish.
For Spanish, and there is another class for adult people in English.
Okay, so let me get these classes. So you have an adult class, Bible class, then you have a Spanish Bible class, and then you have the children Bible class for...
All in English. Yes.
All right. Now, I think you're going to tell us about some of the programs that you have at
Yes.
the church, and that you have a little card giveaway that you wanted to talk about.
Yes, every Thursday we have music class, is for all kids around our community. And we have a concert, Christmas concert. And December 7th at 6 p.m., we have a concert. We have kids.
That's a children's are going to be playing the
Yes, they
The
play.
students.
The student play piano, play drum, play cornet, every different brass instrument, and they sing together. We have a choir.
And what is the date of that?
Every Thursday at 5 p.m., 5 to 6:30.
That's when they study, but now when will the concert be?
Oh, the concert,
concert
will be on December 7th.
On December 7th.
It's a Thursday too,
That's a Thursday. At what time?
at 6 p.m.
At 6 p.m. And I think you had a giveaway. I know that the Salvation Army has several thrift stores.
Yes. We have a thrift store, and all the money in the thrift store is for the rehabilitation center, ARC. This center is for help the people have some condition, addiction.
Alcohol and drugs.
Yes, and we, because it's winter now, it's really, really cold outside, we have this voucher. You can come in, or the community people need low income coming to our Salvation Army, and we provide this voucher. Every voucher is a co-voucher. The people receive the voucher, go to thrift store, and they can take a free co.
So anybody is eligible. You don't have to fill out any forms. You just have to show up at the church, and the church is open every day from 9 until what, about 4
Yes.
o'clock?
Yeah, 3 or 4. Yeah.
About 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So if you come like between 9 and 3, you know, you can get it and walk in and say, I saw this on television that they're going to give a voucher, so I want to get my voucher. And here I am, I'm ringing one of these little miniature bell ringers. We want to talk about the bell ringers now. I know we've started in the bell ringing season, right?
Yes.
And that you are looking for bell ringers.
Yes, we are looking for volunteers to work by block of 2 hours. There is a website that they can go and sign register to ring. It's a www.register to ring, and they can sign it.
Okay, that's research ring, www.
Register to ring.
To ring.
Yes.
Okay, and they could sign in, or they could just come up to the church. When do they, is that on a Tuesday that they can come up to the church to sign in for bell ringers?
For bell ringer, also bell ringer is a paid position that we are hiring to work for 8 hours a day, and we offer $9 per hour.
It's
So
$9 an hour
Yes.
for bell ringers.
Yes, and they can come in from Monday to Thursday in the morning only, from 9:30 to 11:30 to sign up for bell ringer.
From 9:30 to 11:30 to sign up for the bell ringers. So you have a paid section of bell ringers for $9 an hour, and then you also have volunteers come up for bell ringers.
Yes,
right?
we are hiring volunteers, so they can sign it online directly.
Okay, so they can go. Okay, they can
Online.
go right into the website.
Yes, and this is, if you can shoot this. This is the website, register to ring. This is all over most of the states in U.S. This register.
Every state has it.
Register
But,
to ring, yes.
But for the Waukegan branch,
When
you
you-
cover Lake County.
Exactly. When you go to this application, you choose inside. You choose the
What
zip code or the city.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and it's bringing to us directly.
Oh, so it brings it into you directly when you pick that out. Okay, so let's see if I have that clear now. So the bell ringers, you could get $9 an hour. It's a paid job, and they've already started this year. Am I correct?
Yes.
That's already started this year?
Yes.
Or you can have volunteers coming in,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right. Now, how you've said that you've been with the Salvation Army for how many years now?
We started working on 2007 when we were ordained minister and pastor of the Salvation Army.
Did you do that
is-
in Venezuela, or did you come to this country where you were ordained in this country?
Well, we were ordained in this country.
Okay,
but
where
10
did you
years-
start? What state did you start in?
We start in with a full time in June 2007 in Indiana, East Chicago, Indiana.
In Indiana?
Yes.
Oh,
So we were over there 8 years,
oh,
from 2007 until 2015.
Uh-huh.
In 2015, we were transferred from East Chicago, Indiana, to Waukegan Corps.
uh-huh. Well, I know that also during the year you have to travel a lot on mission fields, and we're going to go into that a little later on. I know you have just come back from traveling, and Captain Nivia is going to tell us about some of the places that she's traveled to too. But now I know that your son David, he helps you in this church.
Yes.
He's young. He's 17.
He's 17.
He's 17, and your family is a musical family.
Yes.
I know that I so enjoy hearing when your daughter visits the church that she sings a duet with her brother.
And she plays the piano.
It's so sweet, like to hear it. And David also plays the drums, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we're just so happy. You're multi-talented. You're multi-talented, that you're musical, and that you have a good sense of leadership. You have like the heart of a shepherd, the soul of a shepherd. You know, so we're happy about that. Well, I'm going to go into my little commentary now. There's a couple of things. These are Vita's Pearls of Wisdom. You know, this is open enrollment for your Medicare. Now, what you should do, because there's so many changes that have gone on. Now, I have had a show I did last year, but what I did is I pulled it up on my website, so there's an extra little box, and it's from an organization called SCORE, and SCORE is for Senior Health. It's part of a Medicare. And what they do is they will help you. So if you pull up that show, that you'll find out how you can get a lot of advice on what supplementary policy that you should carry. But now where SCORE goes to, the people that help you, they go right to Medicare's website, and that is medicare.org. If you go on there, that you can walk through all the steps that it takes. And what you have to put in there to load on there is all your prescriptions and all your doctors to see if they're covered. So you want a policy that will give you at the most reasonable rate, that you have to see that it covers all your prescriptions, and you have to see that it covers all your doctors. Now, if you want help, that you can call, you can go to your library and they'll tell you where you can get a SCORE representative, and you could have a meeting with them and they'll help you do it. Or you can even, if you can call your library, ask for the reference desk, and I know in some cases you could do it over the phone. I know at Lake Forest Senior Center, there is a SCORE representative there. And at Park Place in Waukegan, there is a SCORE representative there. So if you call, you can ask over the phone. And as I did last time on my Pearls of Wisdom, there's also, for seniors, a lot of seniors don't know about this, but you can get discounts in the state of Illinois on your automobile insurance. But your insurance company either doesn't know about it or they don't tell you about it. So if you go online, there's a couple websites that will give you comparative values, and what you have to put in is your age, how much you drive, the kind of car you drive, and when they put in all the information, then they'll tell you, what'll pop up is the discounts that are available for you. In some cases, you don't even have to change insurance, that you can keep your same insurance and just call your insurance company and say, listen, I went online and I understand, because I am a safe driver and I only drive X amount of miles, I am eligible to get this kind of discount. You see, we have to take advantage of these things. And since we're the first generation that lives this far, we have to keep these little gray cells going, and we have to know how we can get the benefits that we're supposed to get, and we have to look it up. It just doesn't pop right down. What we have to do is we have to go in there and search for it. So, you know, I'm looking out for you, and so I tried to bring you the latest information on how we could keep our act together. And this is the Thanksgiving season, and being the Thanksgiving season, that what we want to do is be thankful for everything that God has given us. Now we're going to get back to Captain Daniel and Captain Nivia, and they're going to tell us about their latest adventures. I know that Captain Daniel, you went to a couple of places. You went to India and to Chile. So tell us, give us the lowdown on it. Look right in that camera and tell us about it.
Well, it was a wonderful 2 times that I visited India through the Salvation Army mission overseas program. It's specific for people who are interested to work, volunteer through the missions field in the Salvation Army. I went in for 2013 and 14 for 10 days working with children. Salvation Army has elementary school agreement with the government in India and southern India. So it's a huge work Salvation Army has over there, working with elementary school and children very small, even babies, 3 or 4 years, that they have no parents. So Salvation Army adopted. So when they grow up and when they finish the school system, they can go to work. It was a very sensitive work, a very humble work, and I was working as helping the carpenter. So woods, nails, and helping with plumbing and concrete, making a floor. It was a very labor time.
Labor
but
alone.
Yes, yes.
And how about Chile?
In Chile, it was a retreat. Salvation Army chose me for different reasons, and I went representing the Central Territory, that is the one that we belong in U.S., the Midwest. So I went 22 days in a retreat. It's a formation spiritual retreat. A lot of information, spiritual exercise, teachers and speakers from London, New Zealand, North America, South America, Brazil. Wonderful, wonderful time learning, purifying, working with my knowledge to get more information to put in practice in my place here in Waukegan.
What was the theme?
It's the ILAO is the acronym, Instituto Latinoamericano para Oficiales.
Okay,
In English is Latino American College for Officers.
Oh.
So the theme is a spiritual formation, but it's deep in business, from business to spiritual formation.
To spiritual. Oh, that's interesting.
It was about, Vita, can I tell you about 20 different classes?
Oh.
It's a lot.
A lot.
Some classes took over 1 or 2 days. Yeah.
So that's interesting. How about you, Captain Nivia? I know that you've been on some. Tell us a little bit about your travels.
Yes, I went to Uruguay. I went to Uruguay, and was a really good experience because I saw a different Salvation Army over there. The Salvation Army have, for example, they have some houses for the kids. Kids don't have parents. Kids on the street. The Salvation Army take these kids, make it with the government, all the paper, good. And
so it's like an orphanage?
Orphanage, yes. They have this kind of house. They have different kind of house. One house is for kids have parents, but the parents cannot have the kids because they don't have
any money.
No, don't have money, don't have resources, nothing for the kids. Salvation Army formate these kids, go to school, everything.
So they have a school?
Yes.
They have a school.
They have a school too. They have a school. They have different houses, different. One is a school too, and I saw over there in Uruguay a lot necessity about that.
That's a different culture over there, isn't it?
Oh,
A totally
yes.
different culture. It's odd to go into a totally different culture.
Yes, the kids are really lovely. They need love. This is the most important thing. The kids really need love, and we provide some money, and we help they to buy shoes and clothing and books. They don't have books. They don't have library. It's really hard to they have books. And we buy books, and this is good experience for me because we can help that kids.
Now, and the teachers there, they must be with the Salvation Army then too. The teachers in the schools,
They have a lot volunteer teacher.
they have volunteer
Yes,
teachers?
because they don't have a lot money to
Oh.
pay
So
for the
teachers come over from different countries and help.
Yes.
I wanted to tell a little bit about the origin of the Salvation Army. I know it started in England, and it was a man by the name of Booth.
Yes, William
And
Booth.
William Booth, all right. So he started it because in the church he was going to, they didn't let the poor people and the street people come in. Is that right?
Unfortunately, that happened in 1865, was founded, but before, William Booth was a Methodist pastor.
He was a Methodist
Yes,
pastor.
he was. Yeah.
And so he started on the street then.
Yeah, he started reaching drunk people, poor people, homeless people, prostitutes, and he was bringing them to the church. But for any reason they don't like it, he has to take the people out and establish a Christian mission and continue working with them. Later,
So
William
he
Booth,
started on the street, then
Yeah.
he went to storefront.
exactly.
Can you
yeah.
think one man, and look at it's all over the world now.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that amazing? One man.
Oh, yes, yes.
That is
Yeah, I think that he never thought that the Salvation Army will be in 129 countries in
129.
2017.
Yes.
huh.
But
That-
he has a huge vision, and we are following.
So now you've been here more than a year in the Waukegan area.
Yes.
And now what is your vision that you see for the church where you're located?
We came in 2015. We have 2 years.
You have 2 years.
2 years
Okay.
in June 2017. And our vision is, first of all, is preach the gospel to all the people who need and increase the services in our area. For example, this Christmas we want to have give and clothes for 3,000 children. So by 2022 or 23, we would like to have clothes and give for 9,000 children
Amen.
in the Lake County.
In the
this
Lake-
is one goal.
That's one goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now, what you have a program to reach that? I know that you have
Yes.
you really work a lot with the children and the musical instruments and in teaching children.
Yes, actually, we have 23 to 25 children learning music. As Captain Nivia was explaining before, those kids has come in every week on Thursday for 1.5 hours to learn music. We have a concert every semester. In December 7, at 6 p.m., we will have a concert, and the kids are going to show the parents and the community what they have been learning. And you can come in. December 7 at 6 p.m. It's only 1 hour, 20 minutes concert. And they are going to they are nervous. They are learning, but they are going to show, what they has been learning. Some kids play wonderfully brass.
Yeah.
And some kids are learning just piano for the last few months. But this is something that the city is taking out from the school. We are bringing for free to the community, to the Salvation Army.
Well, I know that you do have camps in the summer, and that this is the first time I
Yeah.
think children from the neighborhood have experience in coming in and learning all these different things, that's available to them.
Yes.
Right?
This past summer, we took 97 kids to summer camps from June to July and August.
And that's a big thing for a small church. That's a really good sized thing. Now, I know that you're both musical, and so this is the Thanksgiving season, and so we'd like to sing some songs and say a little prayer for the community. We're all grateful that we're living in a free country and that we're able to have a church that is open to us, that we're not restricted like they are in some countries. So what kind of song are you going to sing for us?
We're going to sing Give Thanks.
Give thanks for Thanksgiving. That's a good thing.
And you can join us if you want.
Okay.
Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks because He's given Jesus Christ, His Son. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. And now let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks.
That's very nice. Now what are you going to sing?
Feliz Navidad.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
Next month is Christmas.
Yes. You know what? I want Captain Nivia. I love the way she prays in Spanish. You say a little prayer into that camera in Spanish. She has got so much passion when she does it. Go ahead.
Ok, vamos a orar, vamos a pedirle a Dios que nos ayude en estas Navidades. Dios es el único que puede guiarnos, que puede ayudarnos en todo lo que nosotros hacemos. Nos ha dado una vida preciosa, una vida llena de riqueza, riquezas espiritual. Yo hablo de las riquezas espiritual, no de las riquezas material, que lo espiritual es más grande que lo material. Así que le pido a Dios que en este año, en este próximo año 2018, Dios les bendiga grandemente, les llene, que bendiga sus hogares.
I don't know what she said, but I feel it in my heart. Okay, let's go. Feliz Navidad.
Let's sing Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad.
Again, everybody say,
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad.
When you come to the end of your life.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Feliz
to all.
Navidad. And
The
happy
best is yet
Thanksgiving.
to come. God bless you. We love you.
Thank you.
Keep playing. Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Próspero año.